Deep within the manufactorums of the Forge World Zephyron-7, the Adeptus Mechanicus have unearthed a relic of immense power, an ancient piece of forbidden technology, buried since the Great Crusade. But this was no ordinary discovery. The artifact pulsed with an unmistakable taint of chaos, its malevolent influence spreading throughout the Forge's sacred halls like a plague. Unwilling to relinquish their prize, the tech priests of the Omnissiah prepared their forces to defend what they saw as their rightful claim. But the Grey Knights, ever watchful from the corrupting hand of the chaos, would not stand idle. Deeming the Mechanicus compromised, these incorruptible warriors of Titan descended upon Zephyron-7 with righteous fury, their mission clear: to annihilate the heretical tech and those who dared to protect it.
Welcome to the Wargamerist. We're here today with another battle report, this time Grey Knights versus the Mechanicus, which is quite exciting. We're both running the brand new Detachments, which we'll get into in a moment. I'm Grant, and we've got a guest here of Ben. Do you want to just introduce yourself and then explain, Ben? But you don't normally run the Mechanicus. What's going on?
We have a friend who is playing Mechanicus, however they do not want to appear on video, therefore I'm filling in for them. I will narrate how much I need to.
Yeah, that's good. So you'll kind of talk through their stratagems, through the kind of moves during the thing, but it's nice to get these two armies on the table because don't see many Grey Knights, don't see many Mechanicus. But we'll dive into the list now and go through it all. So I'm running the Grey Knights. They used to be a big army food back in the 9th, and I played them at the early stage of 10th. We've got a brand new detachment, which is really exciting, called Walkbane Task Force. So it'll be very different to perhaps some of the just disappearing stuff. So I'm running all infantry. I don't normally run all infantry. I normally have Dread Knights in there as well. But I've got, start off with the kind of Warlord, Cargo Drager, fantastic for his coming up and then straight down with a 6-inch charge is really nice. He'll be running around with 5 Terminators with all the usual stuff, the Narthesium, the Ancients. We'll also have a second unit of Terminators, but with a Brotherhood Champion. I played him a little bit in the past, but he kind of gives the unit sustained, and he will have an enhancement called Paragon Sanctity, which I believe means that you can, once per battle, put a unit into the hallowed ground space, basically. Then the last kind of couple of characters, we've got 2 Librarians. They're great for their mortal wounds output. And then we've got Cassian Crow, who's fantastic. He'll be running around with 10 Purifiers with all the flamers and stuff, hopefully kind of burn off the infantry that the AdMech are bringing. And then in terms of battle line, 3 units of strikes. They're great. They sticky objectives, they scout, they're 2-up save, which is wild. 2 units of intercessors, they move, shoot, move, and move sort of 12 or more, which is great. And then a couple of other sort of side characters, bring in a Caladius Assassin to be really annoying with CP blockage, and then bringing a Navigator because he sits in the back and gives a 12-inch aura of denying any deep strike, and it means that I'm not wasting 120 points of strike squad to run up the board and do things, basically. So that's it. It is bang on 2,000 points, and it's a brand new detachment, as I said, not run before. We'll go into some of the stratagems and the mechanics of maybe the hallowed ground side of things later, but the kind of key point of hallowed ground is that any objective marker, in any zone that you hold, if you own, was it half or more? I think it's half or more, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Half or more of the objective markers, it becomes hallowed ground. Naturally, the army rerolls once to hit. If you're in the hallowed ground, you reroll all the hit rolls, basically. And Purifiers count as always being in hallowed ground. So finally, an army that does struggle against anti-tank, does struggle with a few things, can have some rerolls. So we'll see how that goes. But that's it.
So today, our friends list is exactly 2,000 points on the dot. I apologise if I look down every so often, I've got a phone to look at. So we have Belisarius Call at 150 points. We've got 2 Cybernetica Datesmiths, one of whom has the Transoracular Dyad Wafers, and the other one with Sanctified Ordnance. After that, we have a Techno-Archaeologist, and then for Battle Line, we have 2 Skitarii Vanguard at 10-man unit each, at 95 points each, 2 Ironstrider Ballistar in 1 unit, 4 Castellan robots in 1 unit, another 4 Castellan robots in another, a singular Onager Jewel Crawler, 5 Sicaran Infiltrators, 10 Sicaran Rust Stalkers, and 2 Sidonian Dragoons with Taser Lances, After that, for allied units, we've got an Eversor Assassin.
The new AdMech detachment rule is node-spheric transference. In your command phase, you can choose up to 2 units for a strike force mission, and give these units a halo override keywords, and that then means you can choose up to 1 buff, and the eligible buffs are +2 to movement, +1 to toughness, advance in charge, or stealth.
I didn't have to be the top one. Fine. And then
Jeez,
I'll draw this. No, not really. Crucible, cool. And then you drew that one. What's that one? Bit then. Fog of war. Okay, cool.
Eversor Assassin.
Eversor Assassin.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've got some Iron Striders here.
Yep.
Over here, we've got some Skitarii Vanguard, a unit of 10. Another unit of 10 here as well. Over here, we've got only the Dune Crawler.
Nice.
4 Castellans with a character.
Anything special about that character?
This unit has the enhancement that makes them benefit from the detachment rule.
Fine. Yeah.
The army rule. Belisarius Cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
Another 4 Castellans with a character. They do not have that enhancement in this unit, however their ranged weapons are increased by 6 inches.
And they're deployed very well so that they can actually just get onto here, because I don't have much anti-tank, so it's going to be quite a good deployment there. And then these ones?
Infiltrators here.
Yeah.
And then on the home objective, all the way back here, we've got a techno-archaeologist.
And then in Deep Strike?
Dragoons.
In terms of my deployment, I've kind of just put everything in the middle for whatever reason. I've put over here one of the librarians and the Cladius in case I get containment or battle edge stuff in first turn. Unit of interceptors, terminators with Cobra Drago, terminators with Brother Chaplain, Castellan Crow back here. Obviously he'll be coming up and coming down fairly quickly. Strike squad on my home objective for Sticky, Navigator exactly 12 inches back from the corner, another librarian, and then a mismatch of strike squadrons and my infiltrators, what are they called? Interceptors. Yeah, so that's it. Let's roll some dice. As the guest, would you like to roll first to see who goes first? Oh. It's over to the AdMech. First turn. Engage my flanks and assassinate for the AdMech's first turn. What's the kind of plan of action here then?
So these infiltrators here will move forward to score occasional fronts and to block this unit
Yeah, that's quite annoying.
from moving forward.
Yep.
The Castellan robots will stage and be behind this wall for the next turn.
Oh, not come onto the objective. Okay. It's a bit harder for me to get to. We'll see. Yeah.
Maybe or maybe not.
And then is this stuff just going to stay here, or is it going to spread out?
It's going to spread out to deny your army abilities.
Oh yeah, of course. I can't 3-inch deep strike these days. But
no, it's a 6-inch now. You're in the wrong detachment anyway.
Yeah, it's back to 9. Okay, we'll come back at the end of turn 1.
So these Rust Stalkers have advanced onto this objective.
Yeah.
The Dune Crawler is there out in the open, ready to shoot. He is primed in position. These Dragoons have come in. They're ready just to reinforce, I presume.
Yeah. And screen. He's doing a lot of screening.
Oh, of course, yeah. Good against you. Well, these are the Iron Striders. The Dragoons are actually still off the table. So they're going to come in at a later date.
Okay.
These 2 Vanguards.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Robots have moved forward.
Robots have moved forward, and they are currently on this objective. Same as those ones over there, being aided by Belisarius Cool, and these guys are being aided by the Eversor Assassin.
Well, he's just run forward all the way over here, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, of course. And then these 5 infiltrators, they're just chilling.
I thought they were going to charge, but they've decided not to. They
that's the whole point of the screen.
A singular wound to one of my guys back here
after
my opponent said, "You've got a 2 upon save." What? So it does get engaged in front because he's got 1 here, and those robots are actually in the halfway zone. So, and you've actually at the beginning of your turn you got rid of Assassinate because you weren't going to get it, and then drew Mark for Death, basically, which is now a CP. Over to the Grey Knights, turn 1. In terms of reference, I picked up Castellan Crow, a Librarian, and Cowboy Drago's unit, and I scored Defend Stronghold and Recover Assets. I can't do Defend in the first turn, so I withdraw for Containment. I'll keep those and see what happens. Basically, I'll probably put this librarian into corner and Calades into the corner to get containment, and then recover assets. I could probably do one here and one in no man's land over there somewhere. So let's do some moving, and these need to die. End of Grey Knight's turn 1, shuffle forward a little bit and shot these guys and then charged them and murdered them, which was good. I had to move these two here, specifically to deny him primary, but also so that this became hallowed ground, because I couldn't get onto this side and I needed to come over here. So the idea of getting hallowed ground in the middle was to give myself a reroll all hits, not just reroll ones naturally, and that became very important in a moment. I moved over some interceptors, and then opponent used a CP to kind of move more of his robots in, and essentially the robots then out OC'd me there, which is a bit of a problem. Shuffled a lot of things up, and then deep striking, brought in some purifiers here with Castle and Crow, brought in Calgor Drago over in this corner here, brought in Librarian, and brought in the Calades. So the Calades and this Librarian have been doing containment for me. The Librarian here did a couple of mortal wounds onto the robots. This one, of course, rolled a 1 and did mortal wounds himself. Good guy. And then did a little bit of shooting, put to power, not really a lot with Stormbolters, but actually, Castine Crow didn't even get to shoot himself. He basically, the whole unit just wiped out these, what are they called, Rough Stalkers or something? Rough Stalkers. They got decimated by all the flamers and stuff off of there. And then in charge phase, these guys got picked up in there, and then I had to re-roll this charge to get Calgor Drago. So he started at 9 inches away. I think I rolled a 4 and then re-rolled it to an 8 +3, so they got in and did a lot of damage. I think there's 1 robot left there with the interceptors. The only stratagem I did spend was on the reroll or hits or wounds with these, which really destroyed them. So, good first turn. Scored containment with my cards, and recover asset is gone for a CP. So, AdMech's turn 2. What's the plan here?
So, Sabotage and Storm Hostile objective have been pulled.
Yeah.
And the plan is to move these Iron Striders forward so that they can position themselves to shoot into that unit over there.
My pure purifiers that have never hurt anybody.
Oh, of course, that unit there, they're just completely wiped.
Decimated these poor guys, yeah.
The June Crawl is well set, it's got heavy so it doesn't need to move, it's positioned to shoot here and here. The unit of Vanguard, they're going to continue to screen out in the back how this unit will move forward to replace this one, and this will move forward to position for next turn, I presume.
Yeah.
The Eversaur Assassin, still up in the air, what it might do. You never know.
Yeah. I suppose it could do sabotage.
Possibly.
Yeah,
most likely.
Just eat it forwards, yeah.
These Castellans will move up to engage and try and fight for the middle objective, and most likely be aided by military support.
Oh, they will absolutely squish these poor 5 strike squads, yeah.
Definitely.
And then what's poor little Jeff?
So the Castellans here might fall back and charge, because they can.
So end of AdMech turn 2, I think these guys came down here. A lot of stuff was shot at the poor purifiers and basically took them down to 2 guys.
Yep.
Even with a 4-pin button that I popped. You managed to get a 10-inch charge here and got them in. And oh no, that was what killed the most of them actually, wasn't it? I think in the combat.
Yes.
These gentlemen came across and absolutely murdered this poor unit here. 24 attacks with these.
Oh yeah.
You can see why they're so expensive. And that was about it really. This gentleman here fell back and charged back in.
Yes.
And then killed a Terminator, which will come back and murdered it.
Killed 2 Terminators.
Two Terminators, sorry.
2 Terminators.
One will come back.
It's not a good trade.
And that's the end of it. But you have scored Storm Hostile objective for the middle, and Sabotage is in play with the Eversaur, but I can't stop it. 2, overwhelming force and extend battle lines. Let's have a go. End of Grey Knight's turn 2. Basically moved up the Terminators and charged in. He was still in combat there, murdered them. I decided to guard with these guys, brought the 2 Librarians back down. I think with enough mortal wounds, they killed 1 robot just with the mortal wounds straight up. The Interceptors here flew over with the idea of trying to get in here, which they thankfully did. I brought some Interceptors back down in here, I think killed one and then moved over, so they will die momentarily. I grenaded the Eversaw and killed him off, and then charged this unit, and Belisarius Call, or whatever his name is, I think he backed up, sort of reversed, into combat with a heroic intervention. Yeah. And then charged through here with to get enough OC, which gave me Hallowed in the middle, which means I could reroll all hits here, reroll all hits here, reroll all hits here, and reroll all hits here, and those guys there. So there's a lot of damage in fighting. Crow's down to 1 wound. He will die shortly, but this inevitable combat still continues. Yeah, let's see what happens in AdMech turn 3.
So, the Dragoons over here will be staying in combat.
Try and kill.
Yes. The Castellan robots in the middle here will be falling back.
And he spent a CP to fall back and shoot and charge and all that good stuff, so that's good. And you can reroll the Desperate State for the little guy in his own flag.
Over here, Belisarius Call.
Yeah.
He's staying where he is.
Yeah, potentially. Okay. These are battle shocked.
Yes.
But they'll fall back and do actions later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dream Crawler, up in the air, what it might do. Might stay where it is. It's got lines of sight, however, at the same time it may move forward.
These are coming over to cleanse.
Yes.
Easy. Cool. Okay, so there's cleanse and establish locus in the middle. So let's see what happens. But I think the operation is clear the middle here. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit more of a butt later. Mm-hmm. Let's see what happens. So yeah, end of AdMech round 3. What happened?
The Dragoons have taken out Castellan Crow at that side of the battlefield.
Yeah, I misplayed my attacks here. I should have fought first here. I got too excited and tried to kill those guys in the middle.
These Vanguard cleansed this objective over here.
Yeah, let me for my cleanse.
These robots.
So they fell back, shot and charged, but the most important point was this poor Dune Crawler shot everything into these guys, and I think I rolled many 4-ups at one stage, and he didn't kill a single one.
7 out of 8.
Yeah, he didn't kill a single one, I think, which is bad. And the robots finished off a lot of them, so I've just got 2 left there, basically.
Established locus has been burnt for a CP.
And there's one guy left in here as well, and he'll probably die momentarily. Mm-hmm. So Established Locus is gone, Cleanse is scored for 1, and then we'll see what comes up with the Grey Knights. I will be picking up those 2 units there, and I will probably, I'm going to leave those ones there. I'll probably then pick up this strike squad here, because it's not doing anything. Grey Knights turn 3, Cull the Horde behind enemy lines. Can't do Cull the Horde, but I can do Secure No Man's Land. Oh. Cool. Grey Knights, end of round 3. I moved these guys over, and this guy ran away a little bit. I actually redrew behind enemy lines for Bring It Down, which was quite helpful, it turns out. I picked up the Librarians that came down, and they ended up basically killing the 2 robots on their own with the amount of mortal wounds they did. I think I rolled a 6 on one of their Vortex of Dooms. These 2 then charged in and murdered the one guy on his left on his own. These guys came over and did a lot of damage to Belisarius Cruel. I think he's now on 3 wounds, actually, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. And then I put some strike squads in the back there to sticky that for later. This guy is still alive, not killed anything and not been killed. And these guys came over a bunch. So, Secure No Man's Land, because I own all the middle, and Bring It Down has been scored highly. Over to round 4. Nice. Okay, and we'll see where the movement goes for the AdMech. I presume he's going to come up here and get us a bit behind enemy lines, and possibly containment if they can along here. So let's have a go. End of AdMech turn 4 now. Fell back and shot with Belisarius Call. And basically this Jeff here on his own scored you quite a lot of points, scored you behind enemy lines, and also scored containment on the edge, which is pretty good. Absolutely shot the hell out of these guys. Belisarius, unfortunately, I think he killed 1, died in shooting, and then another 1 or 2 died in combat, and then he was only on 3 wounds anyway. The Titan Sword came out and just shredded him, which was not good. Grey Knights turn 4 are drawn, Sabotage and Marked for Death.
1, 2, 3.
So I've got to kill one of 4, 5 because you've got these two here, so but those will be the 3. Yeah, cool. Essentially, at the end of the battle, there was a lot killed in the middle from the falling back Doom Crawler. The 2 Stalkers came over here and killed the 2 left on this one in his turn 5. And then Grey Knights pulled Area Denial and Defend Stronghold, which would be quite a significant point swing. There's not a lot really for me left to do. These 2 probably would have come up, and I would have tried to get in the back corner over there to kill stuff. But end of it, it's Grey Knight have killed off the heretic and erased all memories.